know them in a way that is personal and easily identifiable. No last names here. One need only say Kareem or Magic, Dr. J or Moses, and the rest is evident. They are the best at what they do, and the largest crowd in NBA history, over 43,000, turned out at the Hoosier Dome to watch them do it. You see, they had a vested interest. Favorite son Larry Bird coming home again. Former Hoosier star Isaiah Thomas making a return visit. They also were on hand to see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar appear in a record-setting 14th All-Star game. The first half was pretty unspectacular till late in the second quarter when the show finally got on the road. Magic Johnson coast to coast for the driving one-hand slam, and the West led by 8. Then, to the distinct enjoyment of the crowd, Larry Bird on the reverse from Dr. J cut it to 6. And when Isaiah Thomas hit the three-pointer as the half ended, the East had tied it at 68. But they would never take the lead in the second half, as the rest of the game became a showcase for the skills, particularly of Ralph Sampson and Magic Johnson. Magic, 21 points and 15 assists. For Sampson, an MVP performance, 24 points and 10 rebounds.
I consider both Magic and Ralph novelty players. They really are. Magic at 6'9", being able to handle the ball in the backcourt as well as he does, to be able to think the game better than anybody's ever thought it. I mean, out on the court. And Ralph at 7'4", to be able to play away from the basket, to be able to play inside. The versatility that both players have make them extraordinarily unique.
We were reading one another, and I knew that I had some big men that I can throw it to the moon and they would go up and get it. So I was like saying, okay, I'm going to throw it up here now, y'all fight over it. And Ralph always came up with it and dunked it.
I don't know how many out of the 15 assists that he had were mine, but he got the ball to the right people at the right time. He saw the court, he ran the ball up down the court, he made the plays and controlled the game.
But Ralph and Magic weren't the only show in town. George Gervin poured in 23 points. Rolando Blackman got some key buckets down the stretch, opening up a 13-point lead in the fourth quarter. Terry Cummings almost single-handedly tried to keep the East within range, but Magic just kept dishing off those assists, and there was nothing they could do about it. The West winning 140-129 and finally ending their 5-game losing streak.
We were very aware of that they won the last 5 or 6 All-Star games, and I think we won the game with defense. You know, you're going to have great offense in a game like this, but I think the guys really worked hard on the defensive end.
They might have wanted it a little more, or came a little better equipped than we were this year. You know, they had 3 guys who played outstanding games. Ralph played an outstanding game, Magic, Gervin, and then the games that the other guys played weren't too bad either.
I felt that they played far superior than us today. The West team took control of the game. Magic played a great basketball game. Sampson scored a lot of points for him.
I'm not really disappointed at all. I enjoyed the game. I had a really good time. The festivities and everything was great. And I'm an all-star. I ain't got nothing to be disappointed about.
Ultimately, that is probably the truth of any All-Star game. Winning is the added bonus. Just being there is the real honor in the first place. From Indianapolis, Gail Gardner, ESPN.
Thank you very much, Gail. Ralph Sampson, the MVP, with 24 points and who knows how many rebounds. And the West over the East, 140-129. Doesn't really matter, Lou Palmer, who really wins the game. It was a great show for the fans, and these guys are just so good at what they do.
Hey, the Georgia